Go
Well, if you know
Jamaica.
that Jamaica is not a real place.
I have about 6 jobs. Prime Minister, Member of Parliament, plus he's in charge of 3 different ministries. Plus, I live in Beverly Hills, which is where he lives, and there is a huge.
What a go on people with there in the Thursday. If it's your first time, give me a like, you see me? That help with the algorithm, that help push the video to more people, you know? What we're looking at today is Andrew Holiness neighbor speaks out against him, among other things, right? Also, I'm going to show you how powerful people's voices can be. Watch this. This is another country.
The Dutch farmers who have been protesting tirelessly and fighting back against the EU's restrictions on livestock and farming have successfully taken over their government. Because they didn't just protest and wait around for some politician to help them out, they formed their own political party, which is now the largest political party in the Netherlands, winning 15 out of 75 seats in the Senate, which gives them power to block legislation and also gives them more seats than the current prime minister. Let this inspire you to action. Too many of you are sitting on the sidelines. Enough. Get off the bench and into the battlefield. These globalists who are trying to play God, they're not invincible. Remember when Agenda 2030 was Agenda 21? They had to push it back because of Trump and because we the people would not comply with their COVID nonsense. How much more will you take before you finally get up and do something? Before you put action behind all your complaining? We have more power than we've realized. So lace up your boots and let's keep pushing back their stupid agenda.
People, one day if you hear that the Dutch people them rise up against them government because them believe so they were being mistreated and they formed their own party, right? So Jamaican people know that you have the power. All you need to do is just rise up and speak for your rights. Everyone has rights. Speak for them. We speak against injustice, people. All right, hear what the opposition has to say.
In terms of the Prime Minister's announcement, well, obviously, he was feeling the pressure and belatedly tried to do something to take pressure off himself. I don't know how he can give an instruction that he is not to be paid and when the cabinet has already made a determination as to what the salary levels are, including for the Prime Minister.
Honestly, people, I believe that politicians, whether they're JLP or PMP, I don't support a side. But whether they're JLP or PMP, I think of them as a coin. So if you flip it, you get heads or tails. But at the end of the day, it's still a coin. I the same thing I get regardless. A politician. And them are the same thing. Them wicked, them corrupt. We need change, people.
I'm not sure where his authority to do that lies. But in any event, he has done what he has done. I have no power to stop them putting that money in my salary. But I've indicated from last week that I'm not comfortable with it without these issues being resolved. And I intend to do what I have announced and support some worthy causes with the excess over the minimum, which is what the minister had indicated that was the minimum amount that everybody could expect. So that is what I have agreed to keep, and I am going to deal with the rest of it in accordance with my conscience. So, I hope Jamaica will continue to put pressure.
What the Prime Minister needs to understand, is that not just the top alone want this thing for your right. The middle want it for your right too. The lower part of Jamaica want it all right too. You can't just bring up the top alone. You have to bring up the whole of Jamaica. You see me? Yeah. Bring up all of Jamaica. Now, hear what the neighbor of Andrew Holiness have to say.
Miss
Andrew Hollis'
Yes,
neighbors
sir.
say him a
Governance.
turned Beverly Hills in a
Governance
tenement
is
yard.
poor. Look
What
at
a
crime. Are we gonna
bangarang.
give somebody who sleep in Parliament such a raise?
25 million.
25 million raise. We're gonna give somebody who take up a chair and lick down a woman big time raise. We're gonna give greedy people who are
Disrespectful
really
people.
they're really part timers. Think of the Prime Minister. The Prime Minister have about 6 jobs. Prime Minister, Member of Parliament, plus he's in charge of 3 different ministries. Plus, I live in Beverly Hills, which is where he lives, and there is a huge development that is going on there that is against it goes against our covenant. Our
So
covenant.
is that the Prime Minister's development?
That's it. What we're told, and we're fighting against it because.
So he has another development happening in Beverly Hills at this time. It is alleged.
It is alleged. And I live in Beverly Hills, and many people in the community
are upset about it.
Because it is a multi-family development, and our covenant says the community is a single family community.
So what him turning into a tenement yard up there?
I'm not calling it a tenement yard, but it violates our covenant.
Whoa.
So for him,
I think I need to go dig up that. We need to go dig up that building.
So for him,
is how much?
I don't know how many units, but
Wow.
Once you come into Beverly Hills, everybody know about it because people been.
So it's a big talk up Beverly Hills.
Yes, it is.
So I'm building up there, plus him a prime minister, plus him a minister of defense, plus him a minister economic growth, plus him a minister works. Come here, Osborne, a serious business.
So he's a part-timer.
He's a part-timer.
Exactly. So we're to pay all this big money for part-time work? No, it's not right.